And we are live. We are back with some more Copa Hyperion action. I'm of course live VIP, currently alone. We'll see if someone else can join me later on today. And yeah, we're back with some Copa Hyperion with some Latin American StarCraft. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Kuro, aka 16 Squad Senseki, and Birdie Bread for subscribing, for the resubs. Thank you, gracias. Also, shout out to ARJ Skater for the raid. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. As we're getting right into the thick of things, and yo, exclamation mark, Funara, the admins of this tournament, because mate, we already have some heavy hitters facing each other in round one. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Spawning in at the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the best player in all of Argentina. He is not the Colombian, he is the Argentinian, representing Furious Gaming. It is Egg. Singular, not to be confused with eggs. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the best Protoss in all of Peru. It is the red Protoss representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is XionS. Oh my god. I was really not expecting this in round one. I was like, yo, you know, we can take some things easy with, you know, players like Neo Shaggy or Saberlight or Aris. But nah, mate, Egg and XionS, round one of these players is going to be knocked out immediately. That's pretty rough, to be honest. It's pretty rough. And we have some pretty big names here. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. We have some big names and we have some missing names. So, of course, Jimbo, Jaime, Arturo, Duran, Silencio is here. Jim Rising, he's here every single week. But we have someone who we have not seen in a very long time here on the CranKy Ducklings. Cham, El Chamaco, El Chupacabra, he's back. It's been so long since we've been able to cast Cham. I mean, we casted him during DreamHack, but that doesn't count. That wasn't on the CranKy Ducklings. But Cham, he woke up early and he wants to get paid. He is the biggest name. He is the dominant force in today's tournament. Can anyone stop him? Maybe. And, like, everyone in his path, they have to like be on their A game. They have to be at 110% if they want to take down Cham. And it's not impossible. You know, players like Chaos Fate, the Zerg Lord, you know, XionS even, like, they have a chance. Not a big chance, but they have a chance. Jim Rising, fun fact, Jim Rising 2-0'd Cham in DreamHack, this most recent DreamHack. So Jim Rising has it in him as well. But again, everything has to go right for these guys to take down Cham. Cham, one of the best in the region. He's up there with Kelazur, with Special, with Eric. So I'm worried for these guys, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Whenever Cham is here, it's like, all right, who's gonna get second place? Oof. It's a little bit rough to say the least, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Before we get to Cham, of course, we're here in round one. Egg, a very old school player. He's been around for a very long time. He used to be rivals with Eggs. Whenever they played against each other, there was a nickname for it, la batalla de los huevos, you know, the battle of the eggs, to see who would come out on top, who'd get cracked and who would get hatched, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm excited to see Egg back again. So far, everything is pretty standard from his part. You know, he's been joining up, getting plenty of queens, working on his lair, harassing this third base and looking to get some damage here. Meanwhile, XionS did open up with a Stargate, but only one Stargate. Void Ray comes out, it's gonna have to protect the third base because it's a little bit under threat. The Lings, they dealt with the Adepts, they're gonna deal with the Pylon. They shouldn't force a cancel. Yeah, Void Ray does show up, does protect that third, but Egg, yo, he got some damage. Look at that, 2 Adepts, a Pylon, a Probe. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, but this is scary. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we saw this last week. We've been casting a lot of Xions recently. He has been back and he's here every single week in Sentimiento Latino and Copa Hyperion. I believe Xions came second last week. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, he doesn't have his gases. Why does he not have his gases? Because this madman is going for a charge all in. I'm assuming all in. Right now, I'm waiting for the gateway explosion, right? We got 2 gates. That's all we got. That's not a lot of gates. So yeah, we'll see when that happens here for Xions. I don't expect him to take any more gases because again, mate, charge us. You just need zealots and that's it. That's all you need. You're good. And what's scary is that Egg hasn't seen this. He hasn't seen anything. He's got an overseer on the way in. It's going to be denied. And this is huge because this madman is going for a Nidus. I was wondering, you know, this layer is a little bit early. What's it for? We see what it's for. Meanwhile, Xions dipped in. He did not see the Roach Warren. He did not see the Nidus. Why I'm pointing that out? The Roach Warren isn't that important, but the fact that it's being researched is that there is an upgrade on the way. He didn't even see the lair timing either, so Xions is in the dark right now. And that Nidus, it's gonna hit hard. Oh my god, there we go. I was waiting for it. 6 gateways get thrown down. Xions, he wants to go into those charge lots. On top of that, there's a Dark Shrine behind it. This is gonna hit hard. But right now, he still has to worry about that Nidus. I'm looking at the vision here. We have another Overseer diving back into the main base. Void Rays, Sniper Queen. This is nice. But again, Xions doesn't have a large army. He's waiting for all of his production and for that warp in. Here we go. Overseer's diving into the main base. There's the Nidus. Xions. Are we going to see a response? He sees it. Forces a recall. At the same time, we have a couple of Lings. Okay, Lings aren't going to do too much. Void Rays are here just barely in time, but can they stop this? Oh god! I didn't believe. I didn't believe. But he killed the Nidus before it finished, and he killed the Overseer. Oh my god, what do we have here? Egg doesn't have much vision. He has these slings on the left, he has another Overlord, and that's kind of all he has. He's giving up. He's giving up on the Nidus, throws down 2 EV chambers, throws down a Hydra Den as well. He's getting ready for the next step. And this is pretty huge from Xions because now he can attack. Now he can go into his charge lots that he wanted to from the beginning. Meanwhile, let's not forget, Dark Shrine is completed as well. It's not coming into play yet. One of the biggest issues with Xions is that he doesn't have a robo. So there's no War Prism, right? Like he can't be aggressive across the map, or he can't reinforce across the map, I should say. So these Zealots, they get swatted away. DTs get warped in at home. It takes them a long time to slowly waddle across the map. Again, like the aggression from Xions just isn't there. To be fair, I guess he doesn't really want to be too aggressive because he throws down 2 fleet beacons, sorry, 2 Stargates and a fleet beacon. Oh my god, the base! No! Oh, the Roach Ravager, it was here, it was in position. Oh my god, the transfusers are just barely keeping the hatchery alive, and he keeps it alive! At the same time, DTs hit the 3rd base, but there's detection, there's an army, it is defended. Xions, he wanted to try and snipe that hatchery, but he just barely wasn't able to. If it wasn't for those transfusers, that hatchery would be dead, mate. Oh boy, but just barely. Egg holds onto it. He's working on his Lurker Den as well, so going Hydra, Lurker. I imagine eventually Viper. He still doesn't have an Infestation Pit. Because of that, he doesn't have Vipers, so his army isn't as strong as it otherwise could be. Also, because of the lack of Hive, he's not going to have access to those upgrades on that Lurker Den. So all of that is going to be a little bit delayed. Meanwhile, he's on 4 bases, which is nice, but so is Xions. Sorry, I should probably switch these names. My mistake. But yeah, Egg, like, he's down in workers. Like, his economy is not that amazing, and you may be wondering why. Well, that's because he wanted to go for the Nidus first. Like, he cut corners, he cut drones, he wanted to end the game earlier, and because that didn't work out for him, he had to try and awkwardly transition out of it. And finally we have the Infestation Pit, but again, like, this is all delayed, this is all late, and that's why Xions, he's getting away with so much. Like, look at the stack defense. This is how you Protoss in 2021. You may not like it, I don't like it, but this is peak Protoss. Oh god. Ay, ay, ay. Meanwhile, the Zealots and the Void Rays are looking to try and find a way in, looking to deny a base. We do have a 5th base on the way on the left-hand side, and this is currently hidden. Like, XionS hasn't seen this yet. So this 5th base is pretty huge. It is so important. XionS is trying to deny it, but again, he doesn't know it's on the way. He should be rotating around to that location shortly. Meanwhile, carriers are on the way, 3 at a time. Do we have an answer? We don't. This is the problem. Egg, he's working on his hive. He's working on those Vipers. When really, he needed to have been there already and using his Hydras and getting into Corruptors. Like, again, Hydras against carriers, they're okay to begin with, but not long term. Oh boy. Here we go. The Hydras, the Lurkers, the Queens, they are moving out. Hive isn't done yet, but in comes the army. Pretty good position, to be honest. Like, he's already sieged up, cutting off the reinforcements, cutting off all these Zealots. But again, pushing into this defensive location is so difficult. The Void Rays are coming in. Ooh, one Void Ray gets focused down. Where are the carriers, by the way? They're still on the way. They're not ready yet. Now is the timing for Egg. He is maxed out. He's slowly pushing in into this choke point. The overcharge is not allowing these Void Rays to die. Every single Hydra goes down. The Queens should follow shortly. At the same time, a bit of a roach run by. This is huge. This is pulling away the attention of XionS. If it wasn't for these roaches, those Void Rays would have killed everything here. They would have killed all the Queens and the Lurkers. So nice moves by Egg. He was able to distract the army, keeps his Lurkers alive, and he goes back home with them. And this is huge. This is such a massive gas investment. Having to rebuild these Lurkers, it's so difficult to do, especially when you don't have a 5th, which, by the way, he still doesn't. Oh god, meanwhile the Zealots, they show up, but the Lurkers have repositioned. At the same time, ooh, the Queens, they were being chipped away at, but there are enough of them to keep them just barely alive. Oh, but maybe I spoke too soon. Oh god, the Void Rays, they dip in. The Queens are starting to fall, but in come the reinforcements of Hydras. Oh, beautiful. There's no detection. Okay, there we go, there we go. Detection is on the way. DTs probably could have done a little bit more damage, but I'm sure XionS assumed that there was detection. Meanwhile, look at this creep spread. Like, oh my god. Egg may not have the bases, but he's got the creep. It's all over the place. Now, talking a little bit about the compositions is, we have a bit of a problem. There's no splash damage. There's no AoE. Like, XionS, he almost has the perfect Protoss army. Skytoss is great, but underneath the Skytoss, you need High Templar with Storm, or Disruptors with their Purification Novas, even Colossus with Extended Thermal Lance. Anything to help deal with the Hydras. Meanwhile, 5th base gets denied. These Void Rays are looking a little bit exposed. In come the Hydras. Oh my god, but the Hydras themselves are all alone, and there aren't enough Hydras. Oh my god. At the same time, another roach run by. This time, there are carriers at home to defend. So, you know what? XionS doesn't have to worry about it. He focuses down a hatchery. The hatchery immediately goes down. Vipers are coming in. Where are the parasitic bombs? They connect. Where are the splits? Might be split. Split. He's not splitting. Oh my god. The Void Rays are going down. Oh my god. 5, 6 Void Rays die instantly. And the ones remaining almost went down. Egg takes a beautiful fight. The Vipers, the MVP of that engagement. And XionS, that was a pretty big loss. Oh god. The Void Ray count basically reset. We have carriers on the way, but there's not that many of them. It's one of those things where Egg may not have the best army, but like, that was such a good trade. He can just keep making Hydras and Vipers and just steamroll his opponent. Like, look at the soup. Look at that supply. XionS needs time to get carriers and to get interceptors. Oh my god, the delay on the production. Like, Egg needs to, I guess he's waiting to max out. He needs to max out and go again. He cannot give XionS time, because if he does, again, that carrier count, it will be scary. Meanwhile, still no 5th base. It's on the way, but again, so late for Egg. Meanwhile, XionS is getting his own 5th. I love the position, by the way. Like, he couldn't take it at the regular location because of the creep. Finally, an observer is being made. I was like, yo, there's just been no robo here. There's been no detection. Finally, XionS can start clearing up some of that creep, but here come the Hydras. Still no splash damage, by the way. Yo, where's the splash damage? It's not here. Imagine Storm here. Storm would be beautiful. Storm would just demolish everything on the ground. Because of this, Egg doesn't need Corruptors. Corruptors would be better. But like, this Hydra, Mass Hydra is okay because of the lack of storms. Which you could argue, like, mate, get some goddamn storms, you know? Like, we've been here before. It's been a meme on this channel. I remember casting with Starduck as well, being like, "Yo, Xions, where's the High Templar? Just get like 5 High Templar, and you're good. 4 even. You 3, any." Oh god! And because this is scary. Like, Xions is pushing into creep. But in come the Hydra Lurker Viper. We'll see how the engagement is. We'll see how good the Parasite bombs are gonna be. A couple of yoinks, 2, 3 carriers get focused down instantly. Oh my god. Every single carrier. And there's just not a lot to support. Jesus Christ. Again, Egg taking a very big fight there. But he lost the 5th. Something very like subtle that's been happening is that Xion's just keeps killing the 5th base. He just keeps denying that base, and Egg doesn't have a bank. He still has resources, don't get me wrong, but he will slowly start running out here. Like, he needs to get his economy up and running. Like, Egg doesn't have too many more of those fights in him. Meanwhile, Xion's has all these bases. He has so much money. He can afford this a little bit. Oh, and there we go. Finally, Xion's. He's tuning into the stream. 2-minute delay. Kappa. Robotics base on the way. Not what I wanted. I did want some High Templar with Storm, but anything is good, right? Colossus, Disruptor, whatever you want. Just something. Meanwhile, oh god, so many Hydras. So many Hydras. Oh my god. At least the creep is being receded here. Like, it is being dealt with a little bit, so it's not the worst for Xion's. In come the Lurkers are a little bit exposed, a little bit forward. Oh, in come the Void Rays, but so are the Hydras here. Oh, this is not a fight you want to take, Xion's. Oh my god. He just can't engage with the highest. Oh no, don't do it! Don't do it! Another Void Ray falls! Oh god, he's kind of pushing this away. Kind of. The DTs are actually doing a lot. Oh my god, the DTs. Where's the detection? There's nothing here. The DTs are insane. Just A move with the DTs, that's all you gotta do. He can't see you. Oh my god. Yoinks are coming in, parasitic bombs. Like, again, the Void Rays are all going to die. But the DTs, okay, here we go. The detection, the cavalry finally comes in. Oh my god, at the same time, DT is going to be able to get a kill on the 6th base of Egg. But the 6th base of Xion's also is forced to be cancelled. In come the Hydras. Like, where is the answer to the Hydras? Colossus? Ugh. They're still on the way. The Colossus are so late. They're so late. And Egg, he's doing it. He's breaking through. The cannons are depowered. There's nothing here to stop him. All the Void Rays fall. And it was a hard one. It was a hard fought battle. It wasn't easy, but Egg, he is able to pull this off. You could argue that, oh no, he recalls. No, he was recalling to the same place. All the boys are gonna go down. All the girls even. Xion's, now he's down to 4 bases. Egg finally got his 5th base up and running. Colossus is coming out, but it is far too late. There's also only 1 robo producing. Like, Xion's was just a little bit too stubborn with his Sky Toss. Sky Toss is good, but, you know, you do need something else alongside it. Meanwhile, if there's just things in the air, Hydras and Vipers are all you need. Oh boy. And here we go, Egg. He's basically maxing out again. Like, it's still difficult to push into these bases because of all the cannons, so he has to respect this. But again, like, he shouldn't be waiting too long, and I don't think he will. Like, he's working on a transition. Spire is finally coming out, more upgrades, more bases. Egg, he's sitting back, pretty, beautiful, perfect. And even if he does give ZionS like, you know, another minute or so, I don't think it's the biggest of deals. I think it's something that he can afford to do. For now. I say for now because, yo, the Colossus is coming out. Like, oh, God. Yeah. Meanwhile, hello, Funada Dastan in the chat. Welcome. Sorry, I need to start catching up on the chat as well. Ooh. Lurkers are still alive from earlier. 6th base does get saved. I don't know, man. Dirensuga. Here we go. Viper's coming in. We do have a couple of yoinks. There we go. Colossus get yoinked. There's still one remaining, but yo, the Hydra stands strong. Interceptors are going to do nothing to them. The Colossus get taken out by the Lurkers as well. That's also why Colossus aren't that great here, because of those Lurkers. Ugh, oof. ZionS got a base, you know, give him credit, right? He's going to be taking another base as well. Oh my God, Egg has to go back home. Uh-oh. Okay. Thankfully, the DTs are being dealt with. Thankfully. And we should be good. Should be good. Where is Cristiano X? Darking asks. That's a good question. Exclamation mark Funada Cristiano as well. He didn't sign up for the tournaments. I'm not too sure where he is. I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume that Cristiano is out drinking. That's my safe assumption here. God damn it, Cristiano. God damn it. Not 100% certain on it, but it's probably what's happening. Oh God. Meanwhile, Void Rays actually show up, gonna try and take out a... Can they get it? Is this happening? It's gonna cost them their lives. Can they do it a little bit further? Oh, the hatchery goes down to 100 HP. Egg holds on. And yeah, it's just like, sure, the carry count is getting higher. Oh my, we have 5 Templar. Well, where are they? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Just gonna take a sip on my water, or my agüita. Yeah, I mean, we do have a Templar Archives, which is great. There's no Storm. Archons, they're not bad. Let's be real here. They are a great supportive unit. Oh my God. the boys, the grills. Okay, let's go. Let's pull them. This is the final push here of ZionS. He's down in supply. The Archons almost immediately go down to the Lurkers. Oh my God. So much DPS. They're trying their hardest against the Corruptors, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. Carriers are getting picked off one after the other. Egg, he's still got his bases up. He's mining. He's there we go. Well played. And Egg takes game 1. GG. And what a game 1 that was. Honestly, I felt like the start was really good from ZionS. It was a great start. But this is something that we've noticed from ZionS, not just this game, but in a lot of games. He does... It's either he doesn't want to use splash damage, or he's not confident with it, or he thinks he can win without it. I'm not too sure what the thought process is, whether it's arrogance, whether it's, you know, confidence, whatever it is. He just often delays his Colossus or his Storm, and relies very heavily on Skytoss. And sometimes he can win with that, sure, but if the game goes on longer like this, like, it's something where you have to kind of bite the bullet and be like, okay, look, I need to get something else. And this is something that XionS has been struggling with a little bit here. Ooh. Meanwhile, we do have a couple of updates in the brackets. Shout out to Neo Shaggy 2-0'd Chorocadlo. And now Neo Shaggy's going up against Cham. Oh boy. It's one of those unfortunate things where, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of heavy hitters to stop Cham on his way to the semis. The semis are going to be spicy. I personally, I would love to see Cham go up against the Zerg Lord or Roro as well, to try and stop him. Meanwhile, I feel like the upper half is a little bit more stacked. Jim Rising, Egg, XionS, Chaos Fate. Chaos Fate versus Cham in the finals. I would love that as well. Oh, oof. Again, it's all about, can anyone stop him? Alright, here we go. We be getting set up. Lobby has been made. Just gotta let him know I'm ready. Need the power ball. Yeah, you need that ball of Protoss, the death ball that Protoss is known for. The Sky Toss is great, but you know, it's half a ball. Semi-sphere, if you will. Oh boy. Meanwhile, it looks like we're just waiting for our players to get ready, and then we'll dive into game 2. We already have our lobby, we have our map, just, again, waiting for the players. I don't blame them. I'm sure they're going to the bathroom, getting some water, all that good stuff. And if I quickly look at the bracket, it looks like the winner of this series should go up against Chaos Fate. I love Tiratuga. Fun fact, I didn't I didn't realize this until a couple of days ago. Tiratuga it isn't a name, it's actually a phrase. It stands for Tiratuga. I didn't realize. For those wondering, that's like throw out your ga. It's like throw it out there, you know. Get it out of you. Or yell it out even. I didn't realize. So yeah, his name is a meme. It's amazing. Oh boy. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to cast him today. I would be so surprised if he somehow took down Chaos Fate. Chaos Fate, again, one of the best Terrans in the region. There are some other names missing here, like the Ducklings aren't here. It's a bit of a shame. Neo did sign up and he did check in, but it looks like there was an issue with the check-in, and the tournament started without him. And by the time he notified the admin, it was too late. The players had already started, so he wasn't able to play today, which is a little bit sad. A little bit sad. I would have loved to have seen Neo participate, especially because he wanted to, right? He's been practicing very hard to compete. But better luck next week or tomorrow in Battle of the Americas. As at the moment he's laddering. He was a little bit sad that he couldn't play today, so at the moment he's laddering. So give him plenty of love. Good pronunciation. Thank you, DT Ultraling. Thank you. Is Cham versus Neo going to be streamed? Unfortunately, it will not. For those wondering, oh, where is Eric and Ryu? Unfortunately, they're taking the day off. Feels bad, man. No Eric and Ryu today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Eric and Ryu, they're usually contenders to win events like this. But not today. They're gonna give the chance to someone else, you know? But yeah, unfortunately, there is no Portuguese stream or Spanish stream for today's Copa Hyperion, only English. So because of that, the amount of series that are being casted are a little bit lower, right? I can't cast everything. I would love to, but I can't. So most likely we're going to be covering Egg versus ZionS, follow that into Chaos Fate, and then we're going to hit the semifinals. Both semifinals will be casted, so if you're a Cham fan, don't worry, we'll get there. We'll also get there when it comes to Jim Rising. He has a pretty straightforward path all the way to the semifinals, as well as some of these other Latin American players. It's still not clear cut who all the semifinalists are going to be. Again, there's still some big names here, the Zerglord and Rover, you know, between the two of them, who will face Cham. I can't wait to see. Same with ZionS, Egg, and Chaos Fate. Who's going to face Jim Rising? Up. Okay, looks like our players are ready. They have returned from their bathroom break. And we are diving in. Game number 2, people. Game 2. Let's go. Well, yeah, welcome to the stream, Ultraling. Hope you enjoy your time here. I imagine you're a native Spanish speaker. Maybe. Dastan, god damn it. Ay. Alright, here we go. We are continuing with our first series of the day and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres ALE. We have the Argentinian player. He is green, representing Team Furious Gaming. It is Egg. And spawning in the top right hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres ALE, we have the Peruvian Protoss. He is red and considered to be the best Protoss in all of Peru, representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is ZionS. Now, are we going to see some splash damage, people? Are we going to see some storms, some colossus, some disruptors? We need some answers in the chat. Is ZionS going to do it? Or is he just going to go SkyToss again? 2000 Atmospheres, it's a pretty big map. You know, it's a pretty good map for SkyToss. At the same time, if you recall in the last game, he wanted to be ultra aggressive with charge lots. He just was unable to do so because of the Niduses and how long it took him to get across the map. So maybe ZionS will be looking to end the game a little bit earlier. Oh boy. Should I sign up for some Tories? Oh, maybe. Or do you mean tourneys? I mean, it's always fun to sign up for tournaments. Not gonna lie, you could even sign up for Battle of the Americas tomorrow if you're from the land of the Americans. It could happen. Meanwhile, this probe is being a little bit annoying. Yo, is he gonna get the... Okay. He doesn't go back for the drone, doesn't go back, just confirms the opener. Yeah, hatch gas pool, you know, nothing crazy going on, so ZionS can rest easy, as he should be going for a Stargate opener. He's getting the gas, waiting for that cyber core, and we shouldn't be seeing anything too crazy here. Again, just keeping an eye on the third base timing. I know there are some Zerg players who love to get a fast third base. I know Eric is one of them. You know, well before, at around like 26 supply, he would go for it. He does delay his queens, but again, gets a faster third. Meanwhile, Egg just playing it more safe. And there is that Stargate. So this shouldn't surprise anyone, right? Stargate opening. We saw it game 1. Of course, ZionS is going to go for it in game 2. Is he going to commit though? Remember, game 1, he went into a Twilight Council right after this for charge. We have seen some Glaive Adept transitions from here. We've seen double Stargate Void Ray. We've seen a lot from Protoss. Ooh, he's actually playing it safe, even getting a shield battery at his natural. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Shield battery does finish up. The Lings were chasing down that probe, but the probe was able to get back home safely. XionS does wall off. Oh boy. And Egg, interesting. He's going for a very fast pneumatized carapace right after Link's speed. This is something that Ryu does a lot. You know, it is a pretty big gas investment, but doing this makes sure that you know what your opponent's doing. You can get into the main base, you can scout the follow-up, you can scout all the tech, and you can be prepared. Also, another reminder, last game, Egg did go for a Nidus, so this will help with that as well, if he decides to go for it. Meanwhile, XionS is just getting his third base. We do see the Twilight Council right after that Stargate, so he is going to be switching things up here, not committing to the Sky Toss yet. Void Ray comes across the map, and meanwhile, Egg is flooding some Lings to try and deny this third base. This time, the Void Ray isn't at home to defend, so this third base is a little bit vulnerable, but it looks like the positioning on these Adepts are good. No! Oh god, they're gonna get surrounded! Okay, ooh, just barely they get into the mineral line, but yeah, it looks like at least one of these Adepts is gonna go down. Thankfully, the second Void Ray comes out just in time to clean this up. But those Lings, they got a shield battery. Not bad. And there it is again. We still don't have gases at the natural, and XionS is going for charge. So just like game 1, we're seeing this from XionS in game 2. I kind of like it. I don't know. It's very unique. It's very stylistic to XionS. Ooh, the gateways are a little bit faster this time. I love it. This is going to hit a little bit sooner. A much more crisp timing from XionS. I think this is also going to mean that he's not going to waste time with the Dark Shrine. Oh, but it'll get scattered. Oh god, oh god. And this is what's great about pneumatized carapace. Egg, he just comes in and sees everything, even though there were Void Rays out on the map to try and deny the scout, to try and take down these overlords. So now Egg knows that it's going to be charge lots. Sees the gateways. I think he saw the lack of gas at the natural, kind of. He can assume. And now he's pumping out those roaches. He's going Roach Hydra. Okay, interesting decision here. This can be a little bit scary. He just has to make sure he doesn't drone up too much and focuses on his unit production, because these charge lots, like, they're gonna hit pretty soon. And if you don't have enough roaches, like, this can overwhelm your ground army. More importantly, if the Zealots kill the queens, then the Void Rays will just go to town on the roaches. Like, this could be scary. Oh god. But you know what? The Zealots are split up. They're going to be hitting the fourth base at the same time the main army is heading towards the third. Oh my god, the queens are looking a little bit exposed. The charges are coming in. And immediately one queen goes down. Oh, but they try to focus on the Void Rays, and it looks like there is enough here to defend. At the same time, these Zealots are getting value. They're actually getting a lot of roach kills, which is pretty good. But they're not going to get much more than that. There we go. All the Zealots finally get cleaned up. Things could have been a lot worse. Like, definitely could have been a lot worse. But Egg, he holds nicely, keeps his bases, keeps his workers. His economy is looking pretty good. The Void Rays are back though. I think they noticed, hey, your queens aren't really here. Maybe I can make something happen. But they take some time, and the queens reposition. Void Rays are forced back in. Ooh. Okay. So, oh my god, what is happening? Let's go. Okay, I love this. So, in the previous game, XionS would have thrown down a fleet beacon and a bunch of Stargates. But no, this time we have double robo production for those double immortals. This is a way to hard counter these roach heavy compositions. Not so much lurkers and hydras, which are on the way, but when it comes to roaches, immortals, they do so well. On top of that, with that double robo, he's setting himself up to go double Colossus or double Disruptor. Personally, I would love to see the Disruptors, but either one works. Either one can work. And I love this. But what's important is Egg is going to hit first. Again, the splash damage isn't ready yet. We do have a couple of immortals, but not too many. How many do we have? We have 4 immortals in total. Ravagers are being morphed in. Egg, he wants to hit now. He wants to try and find some damage. Even the Queen slowly waddling off of creep. What I will say is that behind this, Egg is droning up. Like, he is getting his 4th base up and running. Oh, Ravagers expose themselves a little bit. One Ravager gets picked off for free. Oh, I don't know if I like this. Egg, he's pushing himself into all these shield batteries and cannons. I mean, the Biles are doing some pretty good work. I don't think we've seen an overcharge yet. No, we have. No, we don't have energy for an overcharge. Oh my god. But the Immortals are standing strong. There we go. Overcharge is finally being used. Nothing is dying. Biles are going to be able to just barely take out the shield battery. But look at that. The defensive position was just too strong. XionS takes out the entire army. Only one Hydra gets away. That poor lone Hydra. But it's one of those things where, yo, you see cannons and shield batteries, it's so difficult. Even if you have the supply lead, it's so difficult to like break this position, break this Protoss position. And now, this is perfect for XionS. Like, he kept 3 of his Immortals alive, 3 out of 4. He kept the majority of his Void Rays alive as well. He gets its 5th up and running. It's being fully saturated, by the way. He's already got his Robotics Bay, he's working on his Colossus, working on his Extended Thermal Lance, and he's even taking up and going into High Templar. Like, everything is coming up XionS. What I will say is that he doesn't necessarily have an answer to the Lurkers, though. Like, Egg, he's not stuck on Roach Hydra. He knows what he wants. He's getting into those Lurkers. Infestation Pit could be a little bit earlier, is what I will say. But yeah, Lurkers are going to do well here. They're going to do better once we have Hive. Oh boy, we'll see. Meanwhile, something that I can't criticize and that's beautiful is his creep spread. It's amazing. It's already halfway across the map at every single angle. Some of it is being cleaned up, but honestly, it's beautiful as a Zerg player. Lurkers are here. Hydras are here. A couple of Queens, because why the hell not? Oh my god, and he could try and catch out this War Prism, but again, there's no Vipers, so I don't know if now is when you want to fight. He's going for it anyway. Oh my god, the Lurkers they borrowed, but so many Hydras were taken out. They were so exposed. The Colossus just went to town. Meanwhile, XionS is taking a couple of those Lurker shots for free, but I really don't know if Egg wants to press his luck here. Oh my god. Thankfully, I don't think there's detection with this army for XionS, so Egg, he fights relatively well. He is looking to reposition, try and take out another base. The Immortals, they're exposed! No, Immortals, please! Oh god, they take out 1, 2, 3 Lurkers. Oh my god, never mind. I shouldn't have been worried about them. The Immortals just aren't dying. 2 Immortals held against the army. G gets called. Those 2 Immortals just went up against everything Zerg, and they won. And XionS ties up the series 1-1. I think Egg knew that he was behind when it came to the tech. Didn't have an Infestation Pit, didn't have a Hive. His army was being outpositioned because if you saw on the minimap, the Void Rays, they were just going across the map. Like, XionS didn't care about his defense because those 2 Immortals were just doing the job anyway. And I think Egg saw that the writing was on the wall. He committed so much to that first attack at the 3rd base. And because that attack kind of fell in its face, that really hurt Egg because he wasn't necessarily thinking about the future at that time. He wasn't set up, you know, didn't have that 5-year plan. And so with that, we're getting into the ace match. I can't believe we're still in round 1. What? God, Chaos Fate, please. Ay, to the peruanos in the chat, tírase tuga, because Tira Tuga got a walkover over Chaos Fate. What? God damn it, Chaos Fate. Ay, ay, ay. Shaking my head. Exclamation mark B if you want to have a look at the bracket. We're just getting some updates. Looks like White Idra did 2-1 Saberlight. He's going up against Jim Rising right now. Of course, it's what we expected. The Zerglord is currently going up against Roro. Roro is a Mexican Terran player. He is Oscar in the chat. Sorry, in the bracket. Oh my god, I'm still shocked. Chaos Fate, god damn it. Where are you? He checked in. He signed up, he checked in, and he wasn't here. God damn it. But alright, here we go. Here we are. We're in the ace match of round number 1 between these two players, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Argentinian Zerg player. He is green, representing Team Furious Gaming. It is Egg. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss. He is red, representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is XionS. Oh boy. And we'll see how things turn out here. I'm a little bit surprised we're on Jagannatha. You know, what were the vetoes? It's it's one of those things where I didn't expect to not see Romanticide for so long. It's been vetoed like almost every single series the past couple of days that we've been casting. It makes sense. Romanticide is a really good Protoss map for Skytoss. But Jagannatha is pretty good as well. So, yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued by what's going to happen here. Meanwhile, the worker on worker violence is real. The probe just being a little bit annoying. Tasing the drones. God, this is so annoying. Oh, God. Probe, please. He's back. Yeah, there we go. He does get pushed away. You know, it's just XionS being a little bit annoying, forcing some less mining time, forcing the attention away of Egg. And I'm curious to see if XionS does the same thing again. Same opener, I should say. Game 1 and Game 2, he opened up with charge lots, but he went in two very different directions both times. Very different directions. Let's go, Zergs. The bias is real in the chat. I mean, again, this could go either way. Like, both these players are great at what they do. And we'll see. We'll see. If we see, yep, Stargate again. Yeah, of course it is. Stargate opener from XionS. What I will say, so I was talking about Jagannatha earlier. A little bit surprised that it made it through the vetoes because Jagannatha is a pretty good map for Skytoss. They can very easily kind of move between a lot of these bases, get into that main base, and really, really hinder the economy of the Zerg player. But that is only if XionS goes Skytoss. At the same time, it's very possible for Eggs to go for something like a Queen Push. Queen Pushes are so strong on this map because of these speed zones. We see it quite commonly. So yeah, we'll see how this goes here. We'll see if they go for these strategies or go for something else as they do unpause. They're diving back into the game, and 2 games in a row, Egg is going for that pneumatized carapace, making sure he gets that scouting information. Also, hello, Tiratuga in the chat. Tiratuga is currently waiting for his opponents. Was able to get that W off of Chaos Fate somehow. Shaking my head, Chaos. Feels bad, man. Meanwhile, yo, this time Egg with the preemptive wings does deny this third base. Roach Warren gets thrown down once again. I know, I'm feeling it, We got a lot of queens on the way. I would love to see a Roach Ravager queen push, not gonna lie. And after the initial Void Ray, we do have XionS going straight into that Twilight Council. Again, it does seem like he's very fond of this style. And it's one of those things where, hey, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. You could argue that, like, the opener of XionS, even in game 1, the game that he lost, like, it worked well. Like, it wasn't the charge lots that really let him down. It was lack of splash damage. But yes, as Meerkat Manor is asking in the chat, Egg and Eggs, are they different? They are different people. Eggs is from Colombia, Egg is from Argentina. Oh, sorry, there we go. Argentina. Oh, God. A fun fact, Egg is the original, by the way. I keep showing XionS. Egg, this Argentinian player, he is the original Egg, and when Eggs was making his ID, Egg already existed, so he had to kind of mix things up a little bit, and that's why he changed it. Added that Z at the end, you know, GG, easy, all that good stuff. But the idea of why he wanted to become an Egg was because of, you know, the larva, the cocoons that hatch for Zerg players. Bit of lore, a bit of backstory there. But yeah, they're both Latin American Zergs, but very different as well. They have very different playstyles, and only one of them has shown up today. Only one, not both. Meanwhile, this is what we come to expect here. XionS did throw down that massive gateway explosion, 6 gates alongside the original 2 that he had earlier. Charge is finishing up for all those charge lots. Meanwhile, because Egg has faced this time and time again, and also he confirmed it with that Overlord Scout, he knows what's coming his way. He's already got Roaches on the way, Roach speed as well. And we did have that lair, and it looks like that lair is for that Hydra Den. Ooh, the hallucination will just barely scout that. So now XionS is aware of the Roach Hydra. Again, things are playing out very similarly to game number 2. But we'll see how Egg can adapt here. Meanwhile, the Void Rays dip into the main base. They're going to be able to get 1 queen for free. And this is the hard part about Jagannatha. As the queen will go down. Unfortunately, there were no spores in position in the main. Like, this main is so vulnerable. Ugh, God. It's why very commonly we see Zerg players throw down not 1, but 2 spores when they go up against Void Ray openers. As the Void Rays they're not stopping. And ooh, once again, double Robo for the double Immortal production. I guess XionS, he found success with it in game 2, so he's like, you know what, let's do it again. And I don't blame him, right? Those Immortals did so well against what Egg was going for with his Roaches and Hydras. What I would love to see from Egg is that map control is something that he has been able to establish time and time again. I would love for him to be a little bit more greedy. There we go. This is what I was talking about. Oh, God. So what I mean is that time and time again, Egg keeps going for these early pushes with Roaches and Hydras, and if he loses his army, then he gets put so far behind. Now he's expanding and he's taking up. He's being a little bit more greedy, focusing on the future of this game, right? Not trying to end the game early. Personally, I love this a little bit more. XionS, he just tests the water a little bit. He confirms that there's a 4th base, but he can't really commit to push into Creep, and now he gets pushed away. And oh my, we even have an infestation pit. This time Egg doesn't forget. This time Egg, he is working on his Hydra Lurker Viper. It's gonna take a while for him to tech up and get the army that he needs, but again, he has what he needs to defend at least, and XionS isn't being ultra aggressive. He's backing off, he's taking more expansions. He's going to allow Egg to get that army. Or is he? Once again, he's kind of testing the waters, dipping into Creep. What's scary about this is that he's doing this without a War Prism, so he can't commit to a fight. If he does, he's going to lose everything. He has to be so careful with his army movements. He does back off. Interesting, he's going for Blink Stalkers as well. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna be honest here. So we have a very interesting composition that XionS is working towards, right? He's getting Immortals, he's getting Colossus, and Blink Stalkers. I don't hate it, but again, against Mass Lurker, this can struggle a little bit, depending on the positioning, of course. Speaking of, here we go. We currently have 5 Lurkers and 4 more in production, so 9 Lurkers in total. On top of this, Hive is about to finish up, then we're going to have some Vipers, we're going to see some Yoinks, and there are no High Templar. They're on the way. The Templar Archives is in production for those High Templar, for those feedbacks and storms, but it's not ready yet. And I don't think XionS should really be pushing out without it. He's just clearing up some creep. Oh, it's just creep, that's fine. Oh god, he's being boxed in a little bit. Oh my god. Does turn around, does want to take a bit of a fight here, but in the end he does kind of scare Egg a little bit. Backs off. Again, the XionS has to be so careful. Like, if he ends up like deep in creep and in a fight, I really worry for him, especially with only 1 Colossus. Okay, second one's coming out. Meanwhile, there are the Vipers as well as adaptive talents for the Lurkers. He's doing a really good job at cleaning up a little of this creep. Again, setting himself up for that future fight. Oh, he has to be careful. He's going up a ramp again, going deep into enemy territory. At the same time, we have a bit of a Zealot run by, but Roach is here to defend, to respond. And oh my god, XionS, he's pushing in, fighting outside of Lurker range. Oh god, but he has to be so careful. Those Vipers, they're getting ready to yoink. They want to yoink. There we go, the Colossus, they get pulled in. First Colossus, second Colossus immediately go down. And that's it, that's all the splash damage. Oh my god, but you know what? Are the Lurkers going to be enough here? Is there detection? It looks like there is. They're in the back line, and XionS, he's taking this fight. For so much of that engagement, though, even now, the Lurkers, they aren't really doing much. They're just barely out of range. And because of that, oh my god, XionS is trading so well. Also, I didn't notice, but these Zealots, they actually won the engagement as well. 19 drones went down. Every single drone here at the natural and here at the 5th base. It's always a hard call to make. And what I mean by that is, if you're a Zerg player, do you want to get adaptive talons or do you want to get lurker range? He went for adaptive talons, and defensively, I kind of prefer lurker range, not gonna lie. Oh god, it really came into play there. For so much of that fight, the lurkers were doing nothing. They were stuck in the back line and they were just chilling. XionS, unfortunately, because of his army positioning, because of like the Sim City as well, like he really struggled to get the engagement that he wanted. And that's it. GG. XionS takes the game and the series 2-1. Congratulations, XionS. Congratulations. I was worried about him moving out before Storm, but you know what? He also moved out before lurker range. And the lurkers, they just weren't really fighting there. There was some great yoinks, is what I will say. Great yoinks, great focus fire on the Colossus, but the Immortals, the Void Rays, the Chargelets, they did well there for XionS.